Flavor Flav. You hear what he's up to?
What's the Flav doing now?
When he's not hijacking radio broadcasts.
Yeah.
He's, the reality show thing has dried up for the Flav.
Thank God.
He had a nice run there. So now he's opening up chicken places in Iowa.
Wow.
Or one. He's going with one in Iowa. Small place, too. A small, town. I think there's only 26,000 people in the town, and he decided that place needs chicken.
That's the place for chicken, huh?
And then he's hoping that he could open up hundreds of these across America. What's Flavor Flav's chicken place called? Do we know?
Flavorful.
I bet, though, a small town, he'll go there, and him making an appearance there will get a lot of people down. That's actually a smart move, because they'll be blown away that Flav is there. This probably might be a smart place to do it.
Yeah. Clinton, Iowa.
Clinton, Iowa.
Rapper and reality TV star, blah, 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 99-cent wings, blah, 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 but it doesn't say how many people live in this town. In the paper, I think it said. Doesn't sound like Clinton, Iowa has a lot of people, though.
No. What the fuck is he doing?
He's trying to fucking make a living.
Yeah, but opening a chicken place in the middle of nowhere?
His people are. He doesn't even know what he's doing.
Oh, is that it?
Come on. You think Flavor Flav is sitting there going, let's work on the recipe today?
It's
There's no fucking idea.
It's not FFC.
FFC.
Flavor Flav's chicken?
Flavor Flav chicken.
Yeah, FFC.
Telling you, man, I came up with the idea today. They should just fucking sell chicken skin, all spiced up and nice and crispy.
Maybe he'll do that. Take your advice.
Why not, man? You get the beef jerky. Why not a little chicken skin already prepared?
Yeah, the flavor is bigger when you buy from this.
I can't even hear that.
Sorry. Is this the commercial? Is this him talking about his chicken? All right, yeah, then he's checking out salad. That's fine.
Whoa, what is that? He looks like he's in a fast food place or something. There's a big picture of him up on a wall and shit.
Still wearing.
He's some chicken, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's talking about his chicken.
Is he?
Oh, he is? You want to hear about Flavor Flav's
I want to
chicken?
hear Flavor Flav reveals his secret recipe, it says.
I don't you think it's time to retire the clock.
Yeah, enough with the clock. We get it. It was your gimmick back in the olden days.
You don't have to wear the clock anymore. We get it. You like clocks.
Yeah.
It kind of dates you because no one has clocks anymore.
No one.
All right, here's him talking about the chicken.
I want to be known to be up in my spot, active. You know what I'm saying? You're going to find me in here working. You know what I'm saying? You're going to catch me in here seasoning up my chicken, flouring up my chicken, frying up my chicken, and not only that, but coming out here and serving my chicken to people. You know what I'm saying? You're going to find me doing that. You know what I'm saying? And plus, being that Nick built this for Flav, because he has his heart into the business, I want to be the first to cook chicken in my own spot. You know, that's why I fried up some chicken last night. So now, I don't care how many pieces of chicken get cooked up in here. I know for a fact, once Nick was done with this place, I was the first one to cook chicken in here. Inside my own place.
How was it?
Oh, it was
Great.
It was great. It was all right. Put it this way. Because of the pot that we used last night, chicken didn't really fry like I wanted it to. It kind of boiled in the grease. But we had fun last night. Frying up this chicken last night and eating it in here. We just had our own little personal party.
This is really sad. Can you stop this?
You know what I'm saying?
It's really fucking sad. That's
Wow.
why we definitely got to quit soon, because this is what happens to everyone's career. You end up
Fucking two fat guys.
You end up fucking selling chicken somewhere. He was in Public Enemy.
And not even well.
And not even
No.
well. Foot.
That was like listening to a Jew.
But that's what happens to everyone's career. It eventually gets to a point where it's just really sad.
That was like listening to a Jew open his penny store. I'm going to be polishing them, and I'm going to be making them shiny and selling them.
Collecting them. You should come. Did he really open it up next to a KFC, too?
Yeah, once I can figure out how to get this fucking ad to go away,
Is that TMZ's horse shit?
I hate those
I like
fucking
Harvey
ads.
Levin. He smiles with coffee.
I used to check out the TMZ, but now, you got to get through the paintball game to fucking read something. Look, it's just splatters.
Yeah.
It splats,
It
and then you got to
splatters
read
the
that
ad
ad,
all
and then
over
you
your shit.
and then you
can't-
close that ad, and then another fucking paintball splatter happens. So you don't know what the fuck Lindsay Lohan's up to now. TMZ, you're fucking it up, assholes. You and your stupid fucking coffee drink.
Refresh it. Hit refresh in the thing.
No, it's gonna happen again.
No.
All right, look. All right, we get to see
I just guessed. By
that
the way. I
Flavor
was hoping it would happen
Flav
again.
open up his chicken joint right next to KFC. That's a smart business move right there. That's really good. Thinking so much of yourself that you could take out the Colonel. With your
he's
dumb,
gonna do it
with
with
your
his
dumb
clock.
chicken recipe.
But he's really-
him and his clock. They're going to take out the KFC.
And it's not like one of those proverbial, right next door. No. It's right next door.
Right next door.
Right next door.
Yeah.
So you have to make a quick decision. Is it the Flavor Flav that's been open for a weekend, or is it the Colonel who's been around since my fucking grandma came off the boat?
Yeah, but Flav is selling the wrap angle, so it'd have a drive-by window.
It's pretty funny.
Foot in the house.
I know you guys talking so much about chicken. That's fast food because they run quick. Something like that.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
how to phrase it.
We're going to learn about Clinton, Iowa, because we just need to get the info out there. Go ahead there, Tony.
Just on Wikipedia, 27,772 people with 93% white and 3.22% black.
He
So,
picked a white area to open up a chicken joint? What a dope.
bunching out.
What a dope.
You know what? We're done. It's probably just being paid for, but he's probably just using his name. That's the person who lives there probably said, "Let me use you to sell chicken," and they're just using him as a pitchman.
He went to a town that has
True.
27,000
They just pay
people.
money to him.
About over 90% white, and he opened it up next to a KFC.
Great business plan.
This could be the worst business. This could be worse than the Pop-Tart store. I'm telling you right now. Times Square Pop-Tart
Is that
store.
gone already?
Yes. Oh, you weren't here last week. Yeah.
No.
Fucking closed up. Because we were trying to get to the Whopper bar, which is the new
Pop-Tart
sensation of
place.
Times Square.
Nah.
With the what's a Whopper? Oh, with Whoppers?
Yeah, where you make your own Whopper, a million different ways to have a Whopper.
Wait, like a burger?
But for some reason,
Or candy Whoppers?
No, BK, man.
Oh, wow. A Whopper?
It's called a Whopper bar. And we decided we have to try out some Whoppers from the Whopper bar. But why would you have Whoppers in the morning? That's stupid. They only sell eggs, even though it's called the Whopper bar. Wouldn't you have fucking burgers around the clock if your name is the Whopper bar?
We'd rather just sell computers from, like, war games.
Just unplug the goddamn thing.
Hello, Joshua. Right.
I like no pickles, Joshua.
Yeah. The only winning move is to not eat this fattening shit. Oh, I love how the computer learns. Boo! Boo! Computers don't learn by playing chess game or playing whatever. Tic-tac-toe.
Oh.
If he hollers, let him go.
Yeah, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a,
Well, there you have it.
catch a chicken entrepreneur by the toe.
We've got a Flavor Flav update.
Flav, yo. What's the Flav doing?
I was going through some of my pictures, and I got, I'll post them eventually on my Facebook page, but the day Flavor Flav.
Oh, the takeover of our show
Yeah, I got some pictures.
by Flav and his peeps.
I'll never forget that.
Looked like a McDonald's beatdown.
Yeah.
We were held hostage by the Flav and his peeps.
I think out of all the things we've done over the years, that's one of my favorite stories to tell people.
Because it's just so bizarre that happened.
It was the strangest thing ever. I want to retell it again right now.
Yeah.
Because there were
I
so
just
many
thought it was-
parts to that.
Yeah, I thought it was odd that Flav was going to be there anyway.
Well, he was hot, and he was doing our show.
Yeah. But it was very vague as to what he was going to do, and then it just started snowballing.
My favorite part always changes, but getting yelled at by Tom Chiasano backstage because the whole thing was live on his
Oh, yeah.
on his
It's like, you got to
station.
end this.
You got to end this.
We got to end this because, and we're like,
I go,
oh,
Tom, you go
end
out there and
this.
end this.
Good luck. Good luck to you.
Flavor Flav has the mic, and he's not stopping anytime soon.
He is going off because he's the Flav. He thinks it's his show now. So, We're just going to sit back and not be shot.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
You want to go out and stop it, Tom?
Yeah.
Feel free.
And, you know, I always wondered if we exaggerated as far as the amount of people that Flavor Flav brought on stage. And I was looking at these pictures the other day, and there's no exaggeration. There was 20 to 30 people that he brought on stage just to introduce to a very white crowd.
Insane. It absolutely looked like a lineup, like for the entire first season of First 48.
Mm-hmm. Do we have that show, E-Rock, in the archives?
I think we do. I'm looking for it right now.
We might have to make some kind of special out of it.
Every character from the first season of The Wire.
Pretty much. Can we make some kind of special around that? Because if you just play it, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
Because it was a complete takeover of our show.
Yeah.
But if we interject, maybe do like a mystery science theater type thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And explain like what we were doing at this part.
Being terrified.
I was hiding under the table at one point. I went backstage for a while.
Just awful. It was frightening.
Even our brave audience that has no problem yelling and screaming shit.
Oh, yeah,
they were well behaved.
Yeah, what happened to all the black jokes that day?
Yeah.
That people were yelling out.
Yeah.
The audience was horrified.
They just had their mouths agape.
Yep.
We should find some audio from that day and work a special around it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And finally put it to bed, because we bring it up a lot, but I think there's a lot of people that have never heard that show.
It's one of those great moments.
Yeah, because we buried that fucking thing after it aired, too.
Yeah.
I don't think any of that audio ever saw the light of day. If you got a few little clips, E-Rock, that would be great.
I'm looking for it.
Maybe for tomorrow or later today. But anyway, we mentioned that because Flavor Flav opened up some chicken restaurants, or maybe one chicken restaurant.
Of course he did.
He opened up one and was hoping that this thing would take off, and man, he would be putting Popeyes out of business.
What was it called?
Flavor Flav's Chicken Restaurant.
That was it?
Something like that.
Real original.
Flavor Flav Chicken.
Flavor Flav.
And wasn't it in Iowa or something? Some out-of-the-way place.
Yeah, he picked some place out of nowhere.
Isn't he from, like, Long Island or something?
I don't even know.
Why wouldn't you start in your hometown?
Flav's Fried Chicken.
Well, as you'll learn in the story, he's not exactly 100% owner of this thing.
Oh, I know, but the other owner is saying that Flavor Flav took advantage of that guy when that guy had Flavor Flav on all the buckets.
Yeah.
So that guy was taking advantage of Flavor Flav's notoriety.
Could you imagine sitting with a bucket with Flav's big dumb face on it and just wing after wing and leg, you're just eating it?
Did he have a chicken catchphrase? A Flavor Flav chicken catchphrase?
I don't know.
Where's my Flavor Flav?
Yeah, boy. Is that a chicken with a clock around his neck?
Where?
In the upper right corner of the first
No, that's
picture.
Flavor.
Oh,
Oh, wait, that right?
Yeah.
Wait, no, I don't think so. I think it's a clock hanging off of...
You can't even tell.
The words.
okay.
That was the first thing I noticed. He hired the worst
design people for
graphic design.
Yeah,
artists.
that really looks bad.
First of all, it doesn't even look like Flavor Flav. It's a cartoon version of him, obviously. And then we don't even know what if the chicken has a clock on it or not. And then he's using that font. Help me out, Ant, from the 70s, like
Action movie.
Who was the badass black broad
Yeah.
with the afro?
Yeah. What the hell is that? I'm trying to remember.
Somebody will get it.
Yeah.
She was in everything. She was a hot mama.
Like Jackie Brown?
Jackie Brown?
One that played Jackie Brown?
Yeah. What was her name?
Yeah. That bitch. That motherfucking bitch.
No one's getting it down there?
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier,
motherfucker.
He's using that font from the old Pam Grier
Yeah.
movies where they kind of
Down.
giving
Yep.
the font some depth.
It's a lot of background shadow
Right.
thing.
Well, here's your Flavor Flav chicken update.
Hip-hop and reality TV star Flavor Flav.
This fucking guy again.
Oh, this guy.
Thank God Jimmy's not here today. He hates this guy. Worst delivery.
His boring, droll delivery.
This isn't the worst guy.
Not the
Who's the worst guy?
Absolute worst guy is Ross Simpson, Associated Press.
Yes.
Oh, this
is a
isn't
different
him?
guy, no.
Oh, it sounds like him.
Yeah, they both suck.
Hip-hop and reality TV star Flavor Flav won't be letting anyone else savor his newest venture. After just 4 months in operation, Flavor shut down the Iowa-based chicken franchise that bore his name.
4 months? That's all it lasted?
4 months? I thought it was longer than that.
I just want to say hi to Vincent Bayonne, because he came up with Jackie Brown, and then he goes, Judy Greer?
Judy Greer?
And then I had kind of like, like a Anthony X mother-in-law, Judy fucking...
Judy!
Judy as the badass
Judy
Jackie
Greer.
Brown.
Stop it or I'll shoot. I swear.
She's making all kinds of right turns during car chases.
3 rights make a left.
What Flav's doing, he's a fraud. He does not want to be hurt with the other adventures that he's doing, and he's going to want to become a millionaire off my dime, off of my ideas.
It all comes down to a dispute with the man Flav picked to run the chicken joint.
I started this from the menu to the color of the way the building, from the sign, from everything. I started everything.
I have to do whatever is possible for me to save my name. And the only way that I can save my name is to shut the business down because Nick Semino is not running the business right.
Save his name?
Well, what do you think your name
What are
is?
you talking about? Your name means shit.
That brand, the Flavor Flav brand, is not really something that needs saving.
Flavor Flav is basically running a Kennedy Fried Chicken and pretending like it's going to be the next huge franchise to take on.
Save my name.
They probably serve pizza by the slice there, too.
My name.
Hamburgers.
Yeah.
Hamburger. Maybe we could all take a turn, but let me tell you what I think of when I think Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
I think of that love show he did on VH1, and the women are all kind of standing around.
Yeah.
Wondering who's getting voted off, I think. I think this was a voting off ceremony when this happened. And one of the girls dropped a duty on the rug.
She took a shit. It went
duty
down her
fell
leg.
out. That's what I think when I hear Flavor Flav.
And a nugget.
A nugget fell out of her dress and rolled onto the floor.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
That and you're trying to save that name, Flavor Flav? You got one when you think Flavor Flav?
I just think, ugh. He's just a little rat man from fucking, NWA or whatever the fuck he was in.
Flavor of Love poop. I bet you we can't find this online anymore.
No, it's got to be there.
It's one of the greatest reality show moments ever. One of these girls that was supposed to be one of these hot broads lets a nugget loose on TV. All right, Danny will try to find that, but let's get back to the Flavor Flav chicken update.
Right.
There were signs of trouble.
The reason why I pulled my license is because there's a lot of employees that wasn't getting paid.
While no one else will be able to experience the novelty of eating at Flavor Flav's, Semino won't miss the restaurant.
But I'm not doing this because of my 40%. You know what I mean? I could care less. I'm just finally glad that I'm free from somebody like Flavor Flav.
As for Flav, he says his next venture could be a restaurant in Las Vegas.
Ah, there you go.
Las Vegas. Flavor Flav will be completely broke.
Hand out little grills for the kids. They could put little grills on while they eat their chicken.
The Flavor Flav grills.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Did you find that, Danny?
I did, and then the website froze my browser up, so I gotta...
Why wouldn't
gotta
it?
find it all over again.
All right.
Of course it did.
There was something else. Oh, we want to look at the McDonald's thing, too. So we got a few things.
Oh, God, that McDonald's thing was just...
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, that's a couple of unruly women, one 18, one 14, got into it with now it's called a transgender woman. I don't know what this means. They're not being specific. I don't know if it's a transvestite or a transsexual.
Well, the experts
or
not here
a pre-op transsexual. I don't think it's a transsexual.
What's a transsexual?
Transvestite. I think a transsexual is the dick is gone. It's been built into a vag.
Isn't that a transgender?
But I don't know if transgender might cover it all.
What do we got? Let's write. So we got transsexual.
Transsexual.
Wait, transvestite.
Transsexual, right? Then you have transvestite.
Transsexual, transvestite.
Transvestite, right.
Right.
And then it's transgender
What the
thing.
fuck is that? And what about the freaks that have both? What are they?
That's
Hermaphrodites?
hermaphrodite.
And you got a hermaphrodite.
Hermaphrodite.
So we got to figure out 4 of these today.
But I think transgender covers everything.
Really?
I think. Transsexual means you used to have a dick, it was cut off, and now you got a vag and hormones, and you're, technically a woman.
Transvestite?
And transvestite is a dude
That's
dressed
just
like a chick.
Woman, or trying to?
Yeah. And,
all right, wait. All right, so transgender covers all this shit.
I think covers it all.
Really?
Yeah.
Transvestite still has a dick. Transsexual doesn't have a dick anymore. Hermaphrodite has both.
Yeah. No, transsexual doesn't mean chick with a cock. Oh, no, you're all wrong.
Transvestite is chick with a cock.
Transsexual means it's been changed.
Transsexual means you got your dick cut off.
Right. Transgender could mean the same thing.
I'm just worried about transgender. I think transgender is...
A general term, transgender, is a general term applied to a variety of individuals, behaviors, groups involving tendencies that vary from cultural convention to gender roles. Thanks for that nondescript.
Oh, I hate the definitions that mean nothing.
Yeah, that really was Ben. But anyway, this trans whatever was in the bathroom at a McDonald's.
McDonald's?
At McDonald's.
Oh, wait.
Hamburgers, I'll tell you that.
Before we move on, can we play this?
Oh, the shit?
Yes.
It's a long clip, so I don't know exactly how much of it you want to do.
No, we don't. I just want to see the
Just the shit part.
I want to see the duty fall out.
Her duty.
I think we got to take it from around there.
Ugh,
I think.
So disgusting.
And one of Flavor Flav's chicks is dating Shaq. For people that saw that show, I was all in. Remember that girl Hoops?
I never watched that.
That's Shaq's woman nowadays.
I never watched that motherfucker.
All right.
Went out of frame for a minute, but then she came back. But thanks for coming down, y'all. When she came back, she had this look on her face like,
that's my
hey, welcome.
Cheers, man.
See y'all later and blessings, all right? Have a good time, y'all.
Thank you.
After we do the toast, something takes off upstairs.
Oh my God, that's nasty. I smell it.
Oh God.
Elimination is over. I just want a sigh of relief. So I take this deep breath and what is that smell? My God! It is. And as I'm going up the steps, I look down and I was like, no.
Hey, watch your step. I like someone, yeah, watch out.
What
you
is
guys.
that?
Oh my goodness. Watch out. I think
I was like, wait a minute, I know we don't have no dogs in here, but they on my stairs.
This is the name he's trying to protect.
Hey, yo, I'm like, where did they come from?
something pooped on the floor.
Something is on herself, kid.
And everyone's like, oh, she's pooped.
What bathroom is she at?
How am I supposed to get upstairs?
You walk around the poo. That's how you get upstairs.
Fucking
Don't
disgusting.
fly where I'm from.
Hey, yo, son. Hey, yo, son. And when she opened up the bathroom door, something jumped out. Oh, my God. That smell was something. So I think I really gave her the right name, folks. Know what I'm saying? Her name is something. Yo, you all right in there, baby?
There was no way me holding it. I'm gonna be honest. I was like holding it, and then out of nowhere, it's like my stomach was just like, bitch, you got me. I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. So like, it just like pushed itself out. No.
Oh my God.
She shit herself on the Flav stairs.
And it could have happened to anybody. So.
You could have
that
anybody.
name. Protect that name.
On my floor. I like something because she's real with it. She's like, yo, check this out, baby. This is who I am. There's a wild gorilla running around loose in that bathroom.
A wild gorilla.
He says that he's fired.
She picked on everybody all night.
If y'all smell anything stink around here, it's me. Because I'm the Oh, that was good. That was good. No, but she.
Protect that
So
name.
that's how the first date ended, folks. Right here, only on Flavor Flav.
With his dumb Viking hat on.
Yeah.
He had a little comeback for,
he had a
15
couple
minutes.
He had like 2 or 3 really good years after it was over for him.
Yeah.
So.
He's done skiing now.
Oh, very good question from Jordan. Which lasted longer, Flavor Flav chicken or Pop-Tart World?
I think Flav's chicken lasted longer.
And that whole Pop-Tart World, they just went back to the regular Pop-Tarts, right?
I think so, yeah.
I know they closed the Times Square place down, but supposedly that was supposed to be temporary.
Just a publicity thing?
I don't think it was supposed to be temporary. I think they were putting it there hoping it was going to catch on, and then they were going to franchise the shit out of Pop-Tart World.
If it caught on, of course they would have kept it there.
But that turned out to be one of the worst ideas ever.
A debacle, as they call it.
Remember the Pop-Tart sushi they were trying to with the fruit roll-ups?
The fucking Pop-Tart.
And they had a huge Pop-Tart vending machine. And
yeah, it's just because they had they have like the M&M store there, so they thought they'd be able to jump in on
the M&M store.
That whole thing
fucking rules.
The tourists love that shit.
I like the M&Ms
They
too,
like,
though.
no, but they like just taking pictures out there.
Mm-hmm.
Times Square, by the way, I fucking hate walking through there. If I got to go somewhere like that's like when we were walking to the Hard Rock, and I got to walk through Times Square, it's so fucking annoying. It's just that there's too many people, and they never know how to get the fuck out of the way. They're talking in the crosswalk. I think you just got to deal with all the shill and fucking shims and scams going on. That is still going on.
It's really strange because the rest of New York City has nothing to do with that.
No, not at all.
You go a few blocks and then it's the regular New York.
Yeah, it's a big tourist trap. They're always in the way.
I don't understand that. When I go to other cities, yeah, I'll check out some of that stuff. I'm guilty, I guess. But then you move on and really see what the city's about. You know what I mean? But a lot of these people, they get a hotel right in Times Square and they don't even leave the area.
They don't leave. They go to the Olive Garden and
you're not even hanging with New Yorkers.
Yeah,
you're hanging out with other rubes.
Rubes.
Or Kenny calls them farmers.
Shills.
Hanging out with the other farmers.
The farmers.
Times Square, going into like Toys R Us, the Gap, like you said, going to Olive Garden. Why come to New York? You can do all that in your hometown.
Look, at TGI Fridays. Let's go there.
Not only at TGI Fridays, Anthony, the biggest one in the world. That's their advertising.
Oh, is it? Is that their deal?
That's their slug line.
And the crosswalk, there is like a family, and they'll cross the street, the crosswalk, and not know where they're going right after they cross the street.
Mm-hmm.
So they stop the second they hit the sidewalk on the other side of the crosswalk. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, this is where everyone's walking.
Right.
But they stop to have a little chat about where they're going next.
Mm-hmm.
Move to the fucking side. Move against the building. Move somewhere where you're not in the way of everybody. Tourist.
They don't know the rhythm of New York.
No.
You gotta know the rhythm of New York.
And then those guys that hand out the cards to comedy clubs that I've never fucking heard of. And meanwhile, we have how many comics on this show on a weekly basis? And we hear all the places they play. And these guys are like, hey, comedy, you want to see some comedy?
Mm-hmm.
Comedy. And they hand you these cards for a place that I've never heard anyone.
There's a comedy club like where Show World used to be, and I don't even know what it's like. I've never even heard of it.
Yeah,
before.
who plays
I can't
there?
remember, like Broadway Comedy Club, and it's like, what?
Iraq's got a little info?
One time we were in Times Square with Norton, and one of those comedy guys came up to Jimmy, saying like, hey, you like comedy? We got top-notch comedians. And Norton's like, who? And he just listed off some of these names. And he goes, and then Jim said some line about how he's allergic to laughing and it will kill him. And
but they do. They blurt out these names. It's like, who the fuck are you? Who are you? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's my comedy?
Where's the McDonald's clip?
Oh, well, do you want the beating or her talking about it? Because there's a lot of things
I don't really know because I really have not followed this story.
Yeah, she.
It's out of Boston. I know that, right?
No, actually,
wasn't it one out of Boston?
Baltimore.
Oh,
Baltimore.
I don't even know where the fuck it happened.
Yeah, and she was in the bathroom, right?
Sure.
And
as a what?
As a woman.
Woman with a dick?
Well, I don't know if the thing has a vagina or not.
Okay.
And She's in the bathroom, and I think one of the girls accused her of looking at her mans, and then said that you look like a man, and just proceeded to start beating the shit out of him, her, whatever it is, kicking in the head, dragging by the hair, the wig comes off, and then pulling by the hair, kicking in the head, until this transgender person went into a seizure at the front door. And that's when the guy that was videoing the melee, who worked at McDonald's, said, "Oh, you better get out of here. The cops is coming. You better get out of here." So they fired him for videoing it and not leaving or not helping.
Why would you help when two?
Well, one fat woman tried to step in and help, but that was to no avail.
Right.
It's just this fucking, like I always say behave, but just fucking behave. And so many of these things turned up. I watched a street melee in San Francisco, I guess it was, where some bitch got fucking bashed in the head with a high heel, and she's bleeding profusely. Her tits are hanging out. They're in the street fighting. It's just some ignat shit going on.
It's great stuff to check out.
Chuck E. Cheese. On a nightly basis, I look at nothing but fast food beatdowns. It's great.
It's like an epidemic, you think?
Yeah, it is.
Why?
It's something that's just happening. Because some people don't know how to just behave and have patience. When you're in a McDonald's, you're not getting the best service. I'm sorry, McDonald's. You're just not. So sometimes your food order gets fucked. You're around people that annoy you, but you just get your shit and you leave eventually. But there are some people that just can't deal with waiting in line, dealing with a staff that might have forgotten something. It instantly turns into this violence. It goes from yelling this horrid shit to just throwing shit and then to punching. That's pretty much the chain of events I see when I watch the 1,000 of these that I have watched.
Have you been in a McDonald's recently?
I've not been in a McDonald's probably since the NEW days.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be 10 years,
at
least.
I went in one recently just to film some shit.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, Ant, I was amazed.
Yeah.
By the clientele.
Well, they do.
Because when I was growing up.
Yeah.
It was a different McDonald's.
It was families, suburban families would go there. I had a McDonald's in my neighborhood, and it was a big deal when mom and dad would go, "Hey kids, we're going to McDonald's," and we'd hop in the car, and dad would call me a faggot because I'd bring my little puppet that he called a doll, and we'd drive to McDonald's. And
was it a Barbie doll?
No. I had made it. It was a puppet. It was a marionette that didn't have strings yet. I was working on it.
You made it from scratch?
Yeah.
Was it from a kit?
No. I just took some fucking cloth and
that's weird
and shit. And I wanted to make a marionette.
A little strange.
I wanted to make a marionette. You ever see them?
I know.
And then you make the X with the wood,
right?
And then you attach the little strings to the hands and the head and the legs, and he moves around. But if you don't have the strings, then I think my dad was right. It is just what amounts to a doll.
So why didn't you get the strings?
Well, lazy. Well, I know.
And what was the name of your marionette?
I'm a kid.
What was the name of the marionette?
I'm not sure it had a name yet. And it was just kind of a thing.
Did he throw it out the window?
Yeah, I think he did. He did kind of toss it, and he didn't want me to grow up to be a fag. Opie, I would have been a fag if I would have had that marionette that he said was a doll.
Right.
Yeah, so we hop in the car, go to McDonald's
without your marionette.
Without my marionette,
he threw that on Jericho Turnpike.
You're not taking that fucking doll with you. Joey, let him take it. It's a puppet. It's not a puppet. It's a doll. Shut the fuck up, Ro. We're all going to McDonald's. Wow, he said McDonald's. I was happy for 2 seconds until we hopped in the Rambler. Then we're like, oh, here it comes again. Here it comes again. More yelling and screaming. Yeah.
What happened at McDonald's? Nice little family.
It was
outing?
a family thing. Yeah.
When you used to get your fast food and go to a beach, that was a Long Island thing to do.
Or
did you sit in the McDonald's?
I did that, but as a family thing, before I got older, you'd just sit at McDonald's and eat. But then afterwards, when you get a little older, you would do that.
What was your favorite fast food joint growing up?
McDonald's.
Mine was Kentucky Fried Chicken.
McDonald's. No, it was
Kentucky Fried Chicken was number one, and then
Burger King kind of sparked up.
Burger King was tastier, right?
Yeah, that charbroiled thing. But then
they were tastier.
But then growing up to the point where, like, you hit 18, you start drinking, it's all about Taco Bell.
Right.
It was not Taco Bell. Holy shit, Jack in the Box.
White Castle. What's wrong with you?
Jack in the Box, dude. You get your breakfast Jack. Or you get your Jack tacos that look like they were filled with baby shit.
Yeah, what was that shit?
What was that? That was the furthest thing from meat.
Thank God you were too drunk to give a fuck what that stuff really was.
And then whatever you didn't finish, you threw against the window of the fucking Jack in the Box.
You know what that was?
And drove away.
I know what it was.
What?
They had homeless guys in the back that pre-chewed the food before they put it in that shit.
And spit it into the fucking...
They spit it into a big vat, and then you had a Jack in the Box worker scoop it up with a ladle and make your, what was it called?
The taco, right? Just the...
I guess.
Yeah.
With that mystery
taco meat. And then there was, when Roy Rogers first opened up, the clientele, not the clientele, the people that work there had to dress in cowboy hats and Roy Rogers uniforms, and had to actually, when you came up to the counter, they had to say, "Howdy, partner." And then when you left, they gave you a bag and they had to say, "Happy trails." It just reminded me of fucking Hamilton in Fast Times.
Sure.
It's all prepared the same way. Why don't you have a trout dog?
Were you an Arby's guy?
I liked Arby's because there was an Arby's by the drive-in movie theater in Comac.
Wow.
And we used to go there, and I liked Arby's until my sister had a tummy ache, and we all ate Arby's, and then she threw up in the car during
that'll ruin it
during,
forever.
I believe, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. and she threw up in the car, and it totally put me off of Arby's for the rest of my life.
That was it.
Yeah. And yeah. But the McDonald's was, like you said, it was predominantly, especially where we were from, very suburban, very white. There was never violence at McDonald's, ever. And now they really are catering to a lot of ethnicity, a lot of Africa. I think they cater too much to African Americans, McDonald's. Which if I was African American, I'd be very angry that they're trying to pump you full of horrid food that gives you nothing but obesity and diabetes. But they're catering to. They even have this special secret site, something 360, and it's all about diversity at McDonald's. And
I think it's black365.com.
Is that it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. I read that on a site. Yes, Iraq.
There's a lot of McDonald's ads now where they're just sponsoring big, like, soul and R&B festivals and religious events.
Essence Music Festival, sponsored by McDonald's and Coca-Cola. What's on McDonald's menu for the 2011 Essence Music Festival? Like, McDonald's has completely gone black. And,
seems that way.
You know, if you want to market that way, that's fine. But then you got to go with the repercussions of some people that I guess have grown up impoverished and disillusioned and strike out in certain ways. I love the families they're showing on this fucking webpage. What kind of stuff is going on there? I don't think I've seen any of that in my life.
By the way, the Boston thing was two chicks fighting over pancake syrup at Denny's.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Over the syrup.
Over the syrup.
What is 365 Black? At McDonald's, we believe that African American culture and achievement should be celebrated 365 days a year, not just during Black History Month. That idea, that's the idea behind 365black.com. It's a place where you can learn more about education, employment, career advancement, and entrepreneurship opportunities, and meet real people whose lives have been touched by McDonald's.
How is your life touched by a McDonald's?
Heart attack, stroke, diabetes, obesity. Plus, you can also have a chance to win an exciting once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. Some opportunities, I guess you could win. So make sure you visit often. You just might get inspired. There's words like inspired and diversity and but meanwhile, it's a beatdown going down. Every video I see, there's never any inspirational moments going on. There's beatdowns.
Is that Nick Cannon? Did he graduate from McDonald's college?
McDonald's U?
because he's got a diploma and he's got that cap and gown on.
They are.
I want to see one video of inspiration from this website.
Yeah, where's some inspiration?
Do they have a video section?
There's a basketball at the bottom of the page. Look at this. And basketball slides in. They don't really have it. Check out what's new at McDonald's. No, McDonald's.
I want an inspirational video, damn it.
Well, the only videos I could seem to find are ads for McDonald's, which I'm sure star African-American families and people.
What's in the opportunities section? McDonald's, the brand of opportunity.
Hang on.
And there's a young African-American gentleman dressed in a suit.
Oh, that's from the other thing.
Oh, that's the beatdown.
Oh, that's the...
That's what you... Oof.
That's a bowling for behave video.
Yes. That guy's it just says opportunity. Oh, and then there's a video.
Okay.
McDonald's. That's where we get some of our favorite foods, like hamburgers, premium chicken, McGriddles, and, of course, the fries.
Yeah.
But we'd like to give you a deeper look into our corporation to see all of the business opportunities going on under
Listen
the
to
arches.
music.
Our corporate diversity goals help build skills for professional development, allowing employees to achieve high levels of success within our company.
At McDonald's, we know that education is the key to success.
Vice President of U.S. Marketing
That's why
Strategy
McDonald
is a
House
black guy.
Charities
All right, now it makes
and
sense.
many of our individual franchisees provide college scholarships. We also proudly support programs such as the United Negro College Fund and the Thurgood Marshall College Fund.
Thurgood
The
Marshall.
entrepreneurial spirit is part of our community. More than 1,200 McDonald's restaurants are owned and operated by African Americans.
They look like black zombies.
Jackie and I
they're horrible
belong to
readers.
the National Black McDonald's Operators Association.
National Black
There are hundreds of
McDonald's
members, and we
Operators?
generate billions of dollars in sales every year in our McDonald's restaurants.
Speaking of dollars, McDonald's also spends hundreds of millions
of dollars,
with
give it to me
African-American
yours.
suppliers and vendors. My name is Erin Johnson, and I work for Baldwin Richardson Foods Company. We have been a supplier of ice cream toppings and dipping sauces to McDonald's since 1998.
Wow.
McDonald's is your neighborhood restaurant. We make sure we understand.
It's not a restaurant.
No, it's
and
not a
value
restaurant.
the
It's a fast food
differences that
joint.
make each person special and unique.
A restaurant.
Our
I'll show you
company
to your
and
table,
our
sir.
restaurants
Yeah.
reflect the people we serve every day. So you see why we proudly say that McDonald's is deeply rooted in the community, 365 days a year.
In person. In person. In person. In person.
Keep fucking that chicken.
Yeah, keep fucking that chicken.
It's not a restaurant.
A restaurant.
Restaurant.
Wow, they have a black McDonald's owners fucking organization?
I don't know about you, but when I go to a restaurant, I'm not sitting next to a homeless guy that's taking a nap.
No,
Because he knows he could get away with it in the McDonald's.
Any restaurant, I expect to hear, come this way, and you follow someone with menus. That's a restaurant to me.
Right.
Not just, walk up and point at the fucking board and have some inept asshole behind the counter push buttons with pictures of the fucking food on it because you can't add.
Sure. And if your chair doesn't move, it's not a restaurant.
Yeah, it doesn't move if you can't slide your chair in and out.
If you can't pull the chair out for your date, it's not a restaurant.
It's all plastic and bolted to the floor.
I smell bed. I think we got a bed going here.
That is not a fucking restaurant.
I don't see an appetizer menu.
No. They never ask you, would you like to have dessert when you're finished?
A light board. If you order off of a light board, it's
board.
It's not
you look up, and if you could order just by numbers, I'll have a 6.
Whoa.
If no one says you're
Chinese restaurants.
Yeah.
You can order by numbers, and you are
true.
sitting, and it sort of looks like a restaurant.
Yeah, but I think that falls under it has to meet this criteria for what makes McDonald's a restaurant too.
Right.
So I think if you walk in and it's not like a last name followed by party of and then a number.
Yeah. No restaurant there.
If you're using plastic utensils, it's not a restaurant.
You cannot call up McDonald's and make a reservation.
Right. If you have to go and get your own soda, it's not a restaurant. We could do this all day.
Of course.
If your dessert comes in a cardboard package.
Vince from Bayonne, there's no drive-through at a restaurant.
Yep.
If there's bulletproof glass, it's not a restaurant. Kevin from Connecticut, bravo, sir.
Career development, entrepreneurship, education.
Nate Sack, is that how you say it? I always fuck up your name.
Yeah, that's good enough.
All right. Any place where you would rather eat in the bathroom is not a restaurant.
If you can accidentally throw away your tray, it's not a restaurant.
Right. Even better, if you got to fucking throw your own garbage away, it's not a restaurant.
Shit away.
Right.
If you don't trust me with a bottle of ketchup, it's not a restaurant. If I have to pump ketchup like I'm siphoning gas.
No kidding.
I love the ketchup.
Yeah, how
pump.
valuable is that stupid ketchup? Just fucking let it pour.
Who made that move? Some manager somewhere is like,
pump into those tiny little plastic things.
We're losing a lot of ketchup bottles. We should do something about it.
I said if you have to pour your own soda, right? We did that one. Yeah. If it has a salad bar, it's not a restaurant. That's
Nah, restaurants have salad bar.
Is there any other good ones coming in?
No plates, no utensils.
If the dining area smells like mop water, it's not a restaurant.
It always does.
That's Dom in Buffalo.
Holy shit.
Good luck to your Sabres, by the way, sir.
Oh.
If you have to pump your condiments, we kind of did that one onto your food. It's not a restaurant.
If you could win a free food item, it's not a restaurant.
Yeah, no restaurant I've been in has ball pits.
I don't go to a restaurant to play the McDonald's game. I fucked up my own shit. The Monopoly game.
If your salt and pepper's wrapped in paper, it's not a restaurant. It's not a restaurant if you can use coupons. If there's a retard cleaning your table, it's not a restaurant. Paul H. in Connecticut, very good. The floor is mopped while you eat. It's not a restaurant.
Yeah, I love that when the retard brings the mop around. You're trying to shove some shit in your mouth.
If you got to pay first, it's not a restaurant. Why do we?
I was gonna say, if my change gets dispensed to me through a machine, it's not a restaurant either.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Where you get your bills back, but then there's like the magic change machine.
Yeah, the change ride.
If
it
comes
down and goes, wee.
If the change comes down a slide, it's not a restaurant.
How fucking dumb do your workers have to be like, you know what? We just got to get one of those fucking change machines. They just can't get this right.
Jamie from Puerto Rico. If you have to ask the manager for the where'd it go? For the bathroom keys, it's not a restaurant. If you could order a meal with a toy, Chris in Buffalo. Okay, good, Tom. Tom at PA. If your spoon and fork are one and the same, it's not a restaurant.
Yeah. If you have that spork.
Please drive around. McDonald's, may I help you?
Oh, God. No one wears a headset at a restaurant.
Not true.
Really? Where?
Not true.
Well, you want
to busy restaurant? I've seen like hosts with headsets on.
Really?
They need to be in communication.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
By me.
Matt in Iowa. If there's shit all over the bathroom walls, it's not a restaurant. There's a good one.
Yeah, if there's like a changing station in the bathroom, it's not a real restaurant.
Ryan, Virginia. If the fanciest thing on the menu is filet of fish, it's not a restaurant.
If there's two restaurants in one building, it's not a restaurant. Yeah, I love the combo fucking Subway, KFC.
Baskin Robbins is guilty of that shit.
They do the
what
Baskin.
happened to Baskin Robbins where they said, hey, man, we'll just take a tiny piece of your place, please.
Yeah.
Let us
Help
sell
us
our
out.
shit in the corner.
Just some ice cream in the corner.
If there's an indoor playground, it's not a restaurant.
How about those triple ones where it's like the KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell?
Oh, yeah. That's the shiznit right there.
How about if you could buy food at a Target? That's not a restaurant. If you're eating at a place that sells furniture, that's not a restaurant, Travis.
How about Spike in Florida? If there's a garbage can in the dining room, it's not a restaurant.
If you're fueling up while eating.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, the restaurant.
Yeah.
Right.
Hamburger.
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 That's it.
Hamburger.
Burger.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
Quack, quack.
Shucky ducky, quack, quack.
I'll have the shucky ducky quack, quack, and a hamburger. Oof. Yeah.
If a disgruntled black chick who is chewing gum, I guess, says, "Can I take Yo Oda?" It's not a restaurant.
Yo Oda.
Yo Oda. That's Matt.
I just,
If you're served on a plastic tray, did we do the tray
yeah.
thing? Okay.
Yeah, there have been some tray.
Heat lamps.
How about if like the majority of the menu is $1? It's not a restaurant.
Yeah.
I got a perfect way to end this.
Yeah.
Steve, you in Buffalo. If E-Rock is eating there, it's not a restaurant.
Oh, damn, E-Rock. Thought he was unscathed through this one. Unscathed.
Almost made it, E-Rock. Almost made it.
E-Rock's a Wendy's boy anyway. Everybody knows that.
Wendy's is good. It's not fast food. It's good food fast.
Oh, all right. Chris is a little confused by you today, Anthony.
Why?
Chris on Long Island. He'll explain.
All right.
Well, let me see if I got this right. First, they're shiftless, lazy, no work, and drains on society. But then we get a place that's going to give them a job, and you bitched about that, too.
Well, the job thing, as I see it, is, I don't know. I think it's a way to get some free food. So I see a lot of people. I'm not talking just black people. I'm talking whoever gets a job at McDonald's. It's kind of like, I get some free food. You know what I mean?
No.
And the service, sucks. And the service stinks.
He just goes, no.
You go in there and the service, if I hear, may I hit you, I'm like, I'm just fucked. I'm going to be standing here forever.
Where the hell? I mean, actually, I know where you live. I've been to your house for cars with your brother. But what fucking McDonald's do you go to? Because all my McDonald's don't have these people there.
I haven't been there in quite some time.
Okay.
I go to the McDonald's. I go to the McDonald's on YouTube. Those are the best ones to go to because that's where all the beatdowns happen. And I love watching a good beatdown.
Well, I'm going to get my oatmeal McDonald's. Take care, boys.
All right, Chris. He almost didn't get the invite back to your house there.
That's right.
He was pushing a little bit.
Watch
I think. I got to go back to Flavor Flav for a second because I just checked my my email.
Oh, did he email you?
No, but Don Wicklund did.
Oh, Wiki.
Wiki was in charge of the channel back then.
Oh, that's right.
For the Flavor Flav thing, when he hijacked our little Halloween show. Was it Halloween?
Yes.
Halloween show.
It was Halloween.
Yes.
I don't even know because we didn't get to do half the shit we wanted.
No, we didn't.
Don writes, by the way, I had to pay his bar tab for his 65 family members.
Wow.
You want to guess how much that was? Actually, the number is not that outrageous.
Cavassier.
$4,200. That was on XM's dime.
Was it they actually paid? That wouldn't happen now.
No, Don had to pay.
Yeah, but...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But, like, he was reimbursed by XM.
I doubt it.
Really? I bet he was, but nowadays that would never happen.
Nowadays they would say, well,
they'd be like, why'd you pay?
Right.
Fuck you paid it.
Right.
Fuck you, pay me.
Kind of like that. I kind of like that restaurant bit we just did.
Yeah, I like that.
Off the cuff. A lot of off the cuff stuff today.
Oh, why not?
Podiums and...
Podiums.
It's not a restaurant if.
Podiums.